Alright. Hello, YangGang. This is NammaN. I have a guest here.
Oh.
Daniel.
He's gonna introduce me. Hey, this is Daniel. How's it going?
So Daniel, where we're going today?
So we're going to a random gathering of truckers.
It's not a... It's
10-4.
10-4. 10-4 DC.
10-4 DC. They're gathering to have a peaceful gathering of truckers.
Right.
Right. That's the official title. I think they might still be working it out, but that's the official title for now.
Well, they call it 10-4 DC event, and it's more of a... They're showing off their pride in their trucks.
Okay.
And yeah, they're gonna drive, have a convoy, over 100 vehicles.
Okay. All right.
So,
well, we'll see how that goes.
So Daniel, why are you here? Because you wanna talk to these people?
I'm gonna talk to them, but I'm here because I was personally invited by Nam here. He sent me a video, said, "Show up, or I will I will want you to show up and cover this. Come on, YouTubers." And so I was like, okay.
Daniel's the only one who listened.
I'm there. So I'm here to cover it because it is truckers, you know. Okay, let's go back. Andrew Yang talks about truckers all the time, so it is important to find out what they think about Andrew Yang and his policy for universal basic income for the freedom dividend to alleviate the transition that truckers will go through when all their jobs are automated away. So let's see what they have to say about it.
Yeah, that's a very sensitive topic with them, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, let's see how many want to punch me in the face for talking about it.
Well, don't talk about re-education, okay?
Yeah, really. I'll just say, hey, it's okay. You guys can all just be coders. I know you just love math, so.
Yeah, that's what Andrew Yang warned us when you don't go to the truck stop and say, hey, your job's gonna be automated away.
Yeah, but you can just be retrained.
You could be retrained and they'll punch you in the face, right?
Yeah. We have a government program that doesn't work very well, but you have a 0 to 15% chance to be retrained. Or you can vote for Andrew Yang and support American Jobs Factory. I will create jobs for the future that don't automate you away.
Oh yeah, that's what Daniel does. Daniel is about creating jobs that doesn't damage our surroundings, our environment.
Yeah, or people.
Or people. Mm-hmm. Actually, that's probably the most important one, right?
Right.
Yeah. I think one thing that Andrew Yang is doing is warning us, right? Mm-hmm. All these things could happen. It could happen in 5 years. It could happen in 10 years. But if we don't prepare now, then it'd be too late.
Yeah, he's the Paul Revere of automation. The robots are coming. The robots are coming.
Yeah. I mean, not just that, the climate as well. You know, he's telling us that, hey, we're already too late. We need to start doing things to reverse it rather than, you know, save straws and plastic bottles and stuff.
All that wisdom of saving straws, I think it comes from like corporate spin. Like we're not going to do anything to help the environment. Let's tell everybody that they need to take responsibility for solving it by saving on their shopping bags and their straws, and we're still going to sell the straws to them, but anytime they buy one, we're going to make them feel bad about it. So I think it's just like corporate marketing is when it comes down to it.
Well, we just recently found out that all these Asian countries are refusing our garbage. You know, the shipment of garbage, right?
Yeah. Because we're too lazy to do something with it. We're just trying to ship it somewhere else?
Well, yeah, these Asian countries been buying our garbage. You know, like they ship them over there.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like recyclable.
Sure, they go through it and
And it's supposed to recover, but they end up burning it. So
really?
they end up actually they don't even because we do a really poor job with we do sorting, a little bit of sorting here, and then we ship them out there, and they're supposed to recycle it, but most of them they burn it because a lot of them is no good. We didn't sort it right.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm confused why automation isn't bigger in garbage. I would think if anything we would want to automate would be automate the picking of our garbage and recycling it. So, we need more of those like Wally was a trash sorter. We need more robot Wallies. I think that would be a big thing.
So they're shipping it back. Canada got their ship back, and now we just burning it ourselves. My daughter tells me that they're still doing this recycle thing because even though government knows that it's useless, because they want us to have the habit of recycling. So really, it has no purpose now because it's gonna get burned anyways.
Yeah.
We're not sorting it right.
Well, right. I mean, I know from personal experience, I yell at my mom all the time because she puts whatever she wants in the recycle, and I'm like, that's not recyclable, and she's like, well, it's kind of recyclable, isn't it? I'm like, but it has food on it, and I worked like every job almost, and I worked for a trash company for a while, and there's more trash that they throw away than they actually use to recycle.
I mean, you're supposed to separate the bottle, the labels. I mean, if it's paper, I mean.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much when it comes out.
I didn't know that kind of stuff. I honestly, I'm probably one of the worst sinners. I mean, just like your mom.
Yeah, you just throw it. You think it's recyclable,
yeah.
So you throw it in there, and then half of it is not. It's like garbage, and
How is a battery not recyclable?
Right. Nobody really looks at the instructions, like how does this work, So yeah, it's just, and it's too complicated. Like I think you should honestly be able to just throw everything away in the trash, and then at the garbage place they should run it through like a filter system and recycle it on their own. We shouldn't have to do all that. They should have a system by now, especially with all the computers and everything. I mean, what is AI good for if it can't pick through trash,
Yeah, they're supposed to recognize patterns, right?
Right, exactly. So I don't know. It's kind of frustrating for me. I think we need to. I think it's moving or something.
That's fine.
No, I'm gonna. There.
You want the perfect middle.
Yeah. That's right. So anyway, this is the second time I've ever been to Washington, D.C.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So the first time I did the tourist thing, where I went to the National Mall, and I went to a lot of the museums.
Oh, you should be glad that we're not on that side.
Yes, I'm glad we're not on the other side of the road because there's traffic. Is that going into DC?
Yeah, that's going into DC.
Yeah. Well, let's not go into DC.
We're going out of DC, so we're good.
Yeah. Although I would like to, I'm gonna go into DC at some point and try to talk to, representatives. So.
Yeah, supposedly these truckers gather here to talk to legislators, and so actually even president might show up, they say.
Wow, he loves truckers, so
he loved to act like he's driving one.
Yeah.
Honestly, if let's say you know, Jeff Bezos shut down every stores. Everybody loses job. They automate the truckers and they lose jobs. I mean, who's going to shop at Amazon anymore?
Yeah, that's the thing too. I mean, you think, I mean, I've heard that people are concerned, well, businesses are just going to leave. The whole thing is these tech companies realize something needs to change. I mean, like Elon Musk is on board with this proposal because they understand that they're going to lose customers because nobody has money to do anything. And that is if they want to grow into the future, if, you know, a Jeff Bezos wants Amazon to grow into the future, they're going to need to have people with money who can spend it on Amazon. And without like a proposal like Andrew is giving, you know, technology or companies in the future are in big trouble. So, you know,
I think it simply breaks down to this. You could say that Amazon could do business in China or wherever, right? Where the people are, right?
Sure.
Where the money is, they could do it, right? But you have to look at our country. This country probably is built on our constitution, right? I mean, I'm naturalized citizen here, so I'm familiar with Korea and some of the Asian countries. This country has best law for the business, really.
oh, okay.
You know, so you wanna really. This is a. I'm talking to Jeff Bezos of this country. You really want to mess that up, you know? You really want to go out there and do business in China? Really? Do you really want to do that?
How would that be messed up? What do you mean?
Well, China, they are dictatorship, right?
Yeah.
So they get to decide whether you profit or not profit.
Yeah, dictator bad.
And they get to decide whether you have intellectual property or not. Government will decide that. And government will decide that you have too much money. Right?
Okay.
So these guys are not gonna pack up here and go to China because
I see.
Because
we have a tax.
we have a better law. We have a better belief system here where capitalism can thrive. So they're not gonna pack up and leave. And so if they want to keep this country thriving, continuously thriving, it is prudent for them to keep the people happy, so that laws doesn't change against them, right?
Yeah. So putting that tax together, it's not going to hurt businesses when it comes down to it,
Right.
because the whole world has a VAT tax. Businesses are used to dealing with VAT taxes with other countries, and Andrew isn't even proposing like a higher VAT tax.
We're gonna have one of the cheaper VAT taxes too.
Yeah.
So that companies not gonna fold up their companies and go somewhere else because we have everybody else has a VAT tax.
Right, and our laws are still better than other countries.
Now, what Warren suggests is that we're gonna take these people, or even Sanders, we're gonna make these people. We're not gonna let the billionaires exist. Well, then they have no choice but to pack up and go, right? I mean, even China doesn't allow to have billionaires. So, are we gonna be worse than China? Is the law worse?
I thought China had more billionaires than a lot of countries.
So what? So even Chinese people allow, even their dictatorship allows.
They do allow billionaires.
Yeah, they do allow billionaires.
Okay.
So if we change our laws where, we're not going to allow billionaires, well, they're going to go there.
They're going to go to where they do. Yeah, like England. England loves billionaires.
Ireland. I think a lot of
Dubai.
So, yeah, if we make our laws worse than other countries, then yeah,
Right.
they're gonna leave. But you know, here's the thing that if we're gonna make that kind of laws, we have to be certain about. We gotta be fair, right? If you're making money from this country, it's like you dig oil from this country, and then take that oil and go to another country and sell it over there. That's a stealing, right? That's stealing from our country, and then
Yeah, if we get no benefit.
yeah, if people in this country don't get no benefit from it, and if companies are allowed to dig oil here and go to another country and sell it there and make all the profits, and we get nothing for it, that's stealing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. If Facebook is making money from all our data, and then take that profit and go to another country, that's a stealing from us.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, are you saying they're doing that right now, or
no. What I'm saying is that what I'm having a little thought process here.
Yeah.
You know, if these billionaires are talking about leaving this country because our laws change,
Right.
we have to also consider that, hey, look, you cannot just take all your money and move it over there,
yeah.
because
So I guess the point he's making is that that's kind of what Warren and Sanders are proposing, to change the laws so that it's very discriminative towards billionaires, so that they would want to like leave, because you know, who wants to deal with our situation if they can get it better somewhere else, and that's what they're proposing. So it's not going to work. And the whole thing is, most people want like a sales tax. They don't want to have to worry about it, you know. So like that's the thing. If there's a lot of bureaucracy with trying to figure out how much you're valued, and then compare that to how much you should pay in taxes. When it's a sales tax,
I missed the turn.
oh, he's talking. He doesn't know where he's going. So anyway, yeah, if Warren and Sanders get what they want, there's so much bureaucracy in trying to determine how much tax that, you know, people will pay under their administration, that, you know, people are going to look to abate it, and we're gonna have to spend all this money on trying to regulate that it's gonna be ridiculous. So
Face it, just Yang 2020.
yeah, really.